Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful week 15, especially Mark Holmes and the Dallas Cowboys. Have fun with that. Now let's move on to real football teams. Oh, burn! Los Angeles Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. It's an 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game. Tickets as low as $238. I'm gonna. That's expensive. Enjoy that. Enjoy paying that insane amount. But anyways, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to. Usually teams split, especially two talented teams. But I'm not going Seattle. I think if Seattle wants to win this game, they got to make a defensive showdown, and I don't know if they can really do that because I think the offense of Los Angeles is too powerful. But I think it would have to be a low-scoring game for Seattle to win, kind of like how Seattle beat Indianapolis today. It would be a lower-scoring game where Seattle would probably have under 20 points, but they would hold their opponent under 20 points too. And I don't see that happening. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams, who I believe, in my personal opinion, are the best team in the NFC. Maybe in all of football, but definitely in the NFC, I believe the Los Angeles Rams are the best. Now we have Saturday football with my Philadelphia Eagles, who some fans in our fan base are acting like the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, beating the Raiders 31-0, like forgetting that the Raiders were a 2-11 team, now they're 2-12 team. The Raiders are a terrible football team. I'm not looking into that game at all. Not at all. Well, that was an impressive win. Congratulations. You did exactly what you're supposed to do against a very bad football team. I believe the Raiders have been blown out several times this year. I don't know if they were held to 0 points by anybody else, so okay. You can give the Eagles props there. But like, I'm not gonna blow up that win like, oh, big deal. Like, that's a team I expected you to beat. Now you're playing your divisional opponent who is coming off a win themselves against the Giants. I mean, I think the Eagles should win this game, but sometimes funny things do happen in divisions. But I do think we should win this game. I'm gonna take my team. Yeah, this is a 5 p.m. Eastern Standard game. I thought it was supposed to be 4 p.m. or is this the wrong time slot? What? It's a 5 o'clock game? Damn, man. Okay. I still got my Philadelphia Eagles winning this game. The ticket prices on us is $90, which is not too bad. And the reason it's so low is because it's the Washington Redskins, I guess. Because Eagles in the other games are sometimes really high ticket prices, but I guess the tickets might have actually came down in this game because Washington's been a bad team this year. But I got my Eagles. Hopefully they go in there and take care of business. This is not a game. Don't overlook this game. You got to win this game. Like, I know we have the Bills next week, which I'm afraid of the Bills because the Bills offensively are strong. I think the Bills have a weak suspect defense, but that's another story. Bills can win with their offense alone. Like, if Josh Allen is rolling, the Bills are damn near unstoppable, even with a very suspect defense. Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. I'm taking Chicago in this game. I think Green Bay's got injuries now. They're missing Micah Parsons. I believe they're missing another important player on the receiving core. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears. If the Green Bay Packers were healthier, I mean, like I know all teams are dealing with injuries. I'm sure the Bears are dealing with some key injuries too. The Bears are playing some really good football right now. I'm actually shocked about how fast they're improving. Like, they're looking really good. They beat up on my Eagles in Philadelphia. Then they go back at home and they beat up on a pretty good Browns defense. The Browns defense is one of their brighter spots, and I don't know. I think the Bears are going to win this game. I'm going to take the Bears at home. As I said, I think those injuries to Green Bay is going to be a problem because Chicago's not going to really have to worry about a pass rush. They shouldn't, at least. I mean, I think their O-line should be able to protect Caleb Williams so he can throw the ball when they need to throw the ball. But more importantly, Chicago just run the hell of the football. You got very good running backs on your team. And I think Chicago Bears should win this game. So I'm going to take the Chicago Bears. Oh my God, $371 tickets. If I'm a Bears fan, you guys better win if I'm at that game. I mean, I can't believe some of you guys pay these prices. I mean, I'm good with just watching on TV and having fun that way and just like, well, have a party at home, maybe order food or do something. I mean, Jesus Christ, $371? Are you out of your freaking mind for one ticket? Holy smokes, Batman. The next game we have is the Buffalo Bills at the Cleveland Browns. I'm taking Buffalo in this matchup. Cleveland just got schooled. I think the Bills can do exactly kind of what the Bears did to the Cleveland Browns. I can see that happening. I got the Buffalo Bills. Maybe Cleveland scores a little bit more points than 3 points this time because Bills do have a shoddy defense, in my opinion, and a suspect defense. But it won't be by a lot of points because the Cleveland Browns offense isn't really impressive. So maybe Cleveland scores, 14 points, maybe 13 points. But the Bills will score like 30-plus points on Cleveland. If the Bears can do that, I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Bills should be able to do that too. So, yeah. What's the price on this ticket? $37. Cleveland's bring down the... Yo, have fun at this game, Buffalo Bills fans. If you're in Cleveland, that's a great price for a ticket. Woo! The next game we have is the Los Angeles Chargers. Rams was earlier, and I picked the Rams to win. Los Angeles Chargers at the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't like what the Dallas Cowboys defense looked like against the Minnesota Vikings. And I think the Chargers can win this game. It might be a more defensive... Los Angeles has been winning these more tightly contested games lately. I think that's how they got to play to win, and I think they're good at doing that. And maybe they're like kind of like, what was the team I was talking about earlier? I said Seattle would have to. The only way Seattle could win is they take the Rams down to like less than 20 points, which I don't see them doing that. But the Los Angeles Chargers will probably win a low-scoring game. This game could be like 17-13. It could be 17-10 or 18-10. It could be some weird score like that, or even 18-13, just something weird. I think the Chargers are going to win this game. I think Dallas will be in the game, but I do think Los Angeles Rams are the better team. I'm going to take the better defense. I think Dallas has the better offense, but I think Los Angeles defense is strong enough to slow down that Dallas offense. So yeah, I got Los Angeles in this game. Dallas isn't looking so like they really needed that game against Minnesota, and I think it just cost them any potential chance of catching up to my Philadelphia Eagles. Bye-bye, Dallas. Stop talking like that. That's so corny. The Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry. Don't say that. Don't say that. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans. $43 tickets because both these teams aren't going to be in the playoffs. Maybe it could be cheaper even than that in some places. No, they said the lowest is 43. Why? But anyways, in this game, I have the wonderful Kansas City Chiefs with Minshew Magic beating the Tennessee Titans when it doesn't matter anymore because you're not going to the playoffs. That's cute. They just lost their quarterback. Yeah, well, maybe they didn't have to have him in near the less than 2 minutes of the game when it didn't even matter if they won the game against the Chargers, because you know what would happen? You would still miss the playoffs. You'd still you'd have to rely on all these other teams losing, and mathematically it's damn near impossible. So they put their quarterback at risk, and they cost Patrick Mahomes. Well, he's going to be back probably starting to Patrick. Let's get back to this game. Patrick Mahomes will be back probably for the first game next season. They said that injury that ACL Terry has takes about 9 to 12 months. Well, 9 months would be from here would be like I think late August. But he's gonna have the best doctor, so he could be even healed up probably about 8 months. It's not like the doctors you and I and the average person gets. You understand that? And they might pump him up with drugs. I don't know what they do in football players. They probably give them something to heal them even faster, some special medicine. But yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes will be able to start next season. So either way, you don't want an ACL tear, obviously. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure the more you're banged up your body gets throughout the years and stuff like that, it's not good to get injuries. It's kind of like when Carson Wentz got I forget what injury he was, but his like leg or knee got twisted up, and he was never the same after that. In my personal opinion, I don't know if Carson Wentz will admit to that, but I think that he was. I think Carson Wentz was a really great quarterback at one time, and the Eagles fans, as a whole, a lot of them don't give him credit for giving that great season record that helped Nick Foles to lead us to a first Super Bowl. And I love Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles is probably one of my favorite quarterbacks. I might even like him more than Carson Wentz, to be honest. But at the same time, I just don't like I don't like that Carson Wentz doesn't get the credit he deserves. It's kind of fucked up. Oops, I'm not allowed to say that. It's kind of messed up. We'll say that word. But yeah, I got Minshew Magic in Kansas City going into Tennessee and having fun. Have fun with that. Why do you talk like an asshole? Cincinnati Bengals at the Miami Dolphins. I don't know what the fuck Cincinnati's doing. Maybe Cincinnati's packing it up or something like that. They played like butt cheeks against the Baltimore Ravens. They didn't even score any points against the Baltimore Ravens, did they? They played butt cheeks. I don't know what's going to happen in tonight's game now that it's midnight at 17 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. But I'm going to tell you this. I am picking Miami Dolphins to win this game. Whether Miami beats or loses the Steelers, I think I picked Steelers to win that game, but I can see Dolphins win that game too. Tonight's game was a hard game to pick, so it can go either way. But anyways, I do think Miami's the better team right now, and I think Miami, like, whether they're still in a playoff hunt or not, I feel like they're playing like the people for people's jobs. I like for was it Mike McDaniels and Tua and stuff like that. Everybody's fighting for their jobs. Say, I want to still be on this team. I want to be on here next year. I want to be in the NFL, you know what I mean? And I think Miami's gonna. I don't have faith in Cincinnati. And Joe Burrow doesn't seem like he wants to be on that team anymore. Anyways, come to the Eagles. You can. We'll trade you to the MVP. Stop that. Eagles fans don't like when you talk like that because they think you underrate him. Well, we beat the Raiders, guys. We just set the whole world on fire. Stop being an asshole. Stop it. Oh guys, we're gonna win a second Super Bowl with the Hurts and the Eagles. We beat the Raiders. We're going to the Super Bowl. Stop it. We're talking like we're the Dallas Cowboys fans now. The New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. Stop. The New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints just upset the Panthers, didn't they? You know, because the NFL makes no freaking sense. The Jets are just going to win this game. They're going to go into a hostile environment and somehow win this game. I don't even know. Like, the Jets stink. But this is how weird the NFL is. 1 week you say, oh my God, the Saints are looking great. They just beat their divisional opponent, the Panthers, and they might mess the Panthers all up, and the Panthers might miss the playoffs now. Or it might factor. Actually, I don't think that even messes with the game at all because the Panthers and Tampa, don't they play each other twice? So that might decide who really goes to the playoffs. So that probably didn't really matter whether the Panthers won or lost. I mean, obviously teams want to win, especially want to keep the momentum going. But I think the real test for the Panthers and the Tampa Bay will be coming up soon. But I'm going to take the Jets just because it doesn't make any sense. And also, it doesn't really matter. Somebody's just going to hurt their draft pick more anyways. But I'm going to take the Jets just because I like parity. Minnesota Vikings at the New York Giants. Now, well, I said I like parity. I think Minnesota is playing better football right now, better than the Giants. I think Minnesota's a little bit more healthier, too. I will take Minnesota to win this game. Would I be shocked if the Giants won and screwed their draft pick up? No, I wouldn't be shocked, but I think Minnesota's the better team. I'll take them. I'm not going to pick a parity in this one. The next game, Tampa Bay at the Carolina Panthers. This is like a game that can go either way. I don't know who I should pick in this game. This is just like a flip a coin. I think I'm going to take Tampa, but I'm not confident in that. I don't know. Both of these teams just had two big heartbreaking losses and stuff like that, like in games that they were in. And this game, it's so freaking hard to pick. It's so hard to pick. I think I'm going to take Tampa. I just have a feeling. I'm going to go Tampa. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Tampa. Sorry, Carolina fans. Maybe I'm wrong, so, I'm not an expert. This is not betting advice. I'm just some random dude on the internet picking games that I don't even know what my win-loss ratio was last week. I haven't even been keeping up because I don't know, I had that one really bad week and then I stopped saying, oh, this is the game I won, or this is when I review it, I guess I got embarrassed or something. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, I'm taking Denver. Denver. This was a Jacksonville. I'd give Jacksonville a better shot, but like, I like how Denver's playing right now. Denver plays hard-nosed football. They're just tough. They're like one of the, I don't know, their defense messes teams up, and yeah, people start losing players when they play Denver. So yeah, I'm gonna take Denver in this game. If Jacksonville wins this game, that would be a huge upset in my opinion, because I don't know, man. This is probably the best defense or toughest defense Jacksonville has played all season long. Yeah. And also, Denver's offense is starting to wake up. Bo Nix actually had a really good game. He's starting to prove, and people were thinking he was a bust, I think, a couple weeks ago. I'm like, oh, he's not put up points, and he's not that great, but he's actually playing a lot better now. I'm taking Denver at home. Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to pick the... Oh, my God. I'll pick the... I guess go Atlanta. I don't know. Atlanta has the better roster. Atlanta is... I don't know. I don't want to be nasty about it. I'm not trying to be nasty about this, but Atlanta's like an underachieving team this year. They should be better than their record is. I know you are what your record says you are, but Atlanta, I don't know. They are definitely a better team than Arizona. They should win this game if they're coming to seriously play. And I'm actually shocked that Atlanta's only a 2.5 favorite at the time of this game. Oh, it's a $16 ticket? Well, if you're a Cardinals fan or even a Falcons fan, go there, just party, just drink, and just have fun. I mean, even if your team doesn't win, I mean, both your teams aren't going to the playoffs this year. Just have fun, party, you know? Eat the food, have fun with your kids, have fun with your girlfriend or wife or your significant other. Just have a party. Yeah. Yeah, we got this stuff. Alright. Next game we have is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Detroit Lions. And now I've got to pick this game before... Oh, man, maybe I should have waited until Monday night's game. But, like... Now this one's a really tough one to pick because I don't know what's going to happen tonight's game. I don't like Detroit's defense, but Pittsburgh's defense is on and off. Like some weeks they look really good, and other games they don't. I think I'm taking Detroit because they're at home. This could be a very close game, just because I don't know what Pittsburgh's like or is going to be. But like, Detroit can't even really afford to lose another game, or they're not going to make the playoffs. So I kind of see it that way. Pittsburgh, though, is fighting for that main spot, the spot in the AFC North. You know, the number one in their division, even though their division is kind of crappy. I actually don't think AFC North is that tough this year. I think they stink. I think it's still up for grabs, to be honest, between the Ravens and the Steelers. I'm going to take Detroit. Detroit is, wow, they're making Detroit a big favorite, too, even before Monday night's game. So they don't have respect for it. I didn't even realize I wasn't even looking on the right side. They have Detroit as a 6.5 favorite, which is a pretty big favorite. That's a big favorite, man. After what Detroit's defense looked at. They must not have respect for Pittsburgh's offense, but I thought Pittsburgh's offense is actually one of the bigger bright spots lately. The offense has been playing pretty well. I know T.J. Watt is going to be out for the Steelers most likely. Or is he still having that lung problem, or is he going to be back for the Monday night game? I don't know. He was having some weird lung issue, wasn't he? I got Detroit, but I don't got them to cover 6.5 points. I think that's too many. I think Detroit could win by, like, I don't know, probably by like a field goal or something like that. I just don't respect that defense at all, to be honest. And I don't know. I just feel like Pittsburgh still has something to play for. So does Detroit. I think it'd be a very close game. And I know Detroit fans aren't going to want to hear that, but I could be completely wrong. Maybe Detroit completely blows out the Steelers. Like, Steelers are a two-faced team. One week they look like they're a pretty solid team. The other weeks they look like complete crap. So I don't know if the good Steelers team shows up in this game. It's gonna be a close game whether they win or lose. I got Detroit. I don't know if I got them by 6.5 points. It just seems like a lot. Las Vegas Raiders against the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are Houston Texans are going to destroy them. They're going to destroy them. Also, that's not a bad price, 103 for the Texans, who have a potential chance of making a run this year. But we'll see about that. But we gotta see a little bit more from Houston. But good ticket prices, not bad. That's not that expensive for a playoff team. Potential playoff team. Did they lock it? I don't know if they locked in just yet. I don't think they did. But I got Houston. The New England Patriots at the Baltimore Ravens. This is the Sunday night game. I don't care what Baltimore did against the Bengals, honestly. I don't know what the hell's wrong with that Bengals team. I don't think they're good at times. I don't know. And also, that's a divisional game, so it's hard to judge. I think the Patriots are a better football team. The Patriots just choked away that huge lead against the Bills. Credit to the Bills. Actually, that's how the Bills play a lot of their games. Is like they come back and they win, but they give up a lot of points before that, and it's very bizarre. I mean, it's because their defense is a little bit shaky on the Bills. Their offense is legit. I think the Patriots win this game. I think they have a sour taste in their mouth after kind of blowing it. Credit to the Bills again. I don't want to discredit the Bills. The Bills earned that. The Bills have done that several times this year against teams. So it's not like it's a fluke or something like that. The Bills did that against the Ravens. The Bills did that against the Bengals. The Bills did it against the Patriots. So it's kind of the way the Bills win a lot of their games this year. At least 3 of those games. I'm not sure if they've done it. They probably did it against a couple other teams too. Somebody in the comment section, well, they did it against that team or did it against that team. Those are the 3 games I remember the Bills doing that. So it's not fluky. It is who the Bills are. They're winners, but their defense is kind of their weak spot or their Achilles heel. I got the Patriots in this game. I don't trust Baltimore. San Francisco 49ers. I don't care if it's in Baltimore. San Francisco 49ers at the Indianapolis Colts. Dude, I don't like the 49ers. I think they're a suspect team. I think the San Francisco 49ers have a shaky defense. I know players have been injured on the defense. I know there's some weak spots on that defense. The freaking Titans just put up a decent amount of points against them in a loss. And they were in that game at times, and I don't think the Titans are that great. I think Indianapolis could win this game, and I'm going to take them to this game because this is a must-win game for Indianapolis if they have any shot at the playoffs. And it's in Indianapolis. I believe in Philip Rivers, despite the fact that we didn't get to see a lot of them. I mean, it was a pretty tough defense they were going up against. I don't see the San Francisco 49ers defense as tough as Seattle's defense. Seattle's defense is 100% legit. San Francisco, they might be leading the division right now, but they're a little fraudulent to me. I don't care, man. I don't like what San Francisco looks like. I think their defense is really, really, really suspect. I'm going with the Colts. I got the Colts. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.